What I'm seeing is that it has a big negative ripple effect to other areas of the economy, which
Yes.
in turn really affects even productivity levels
Absolutely.
of the human resource.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it and wondering, clean cooking and its impact to the environment, especially now that we're grappling with the issue of environmental degradation. What do you have to say about that?
I would say for us as CCAK, it's high time we also continue to make people aware and understand that clean cooking is a nature-based solution.
Okay.
So we are not talking about issues to do with nature-based solutions. There are these solutions or even actions that are supposed to, one, protect. We are talking about conserving, and we are also talking about managing the ecosystem. So clean cooking is one of the solutions that people need to understand, and even the government is the nature-based solutions. And these also fits directly to our NDCs, the National Determined Contributions, whereby we are talking about issues to do with climate change. That's where now clean cooking comes directly in. And when you're using clean cooking solutions or even modern solutions, it has a potential by 2030 to be able to contribute to a third of the emissions abatement.
Okay.
So
By 2030.
by 2030, that's a projection by the UN Climate Action Summit, which was happened in 2019. So issues to do with the environment and issues to do with climate change, clean cooking is one of the biggest solutions that people should be able to adopt. And these also comes also with issues like the ones the government is trying to push for 10% tree cover. So if people still continue cutting down on these trees, we will not be able to attain this tree cover. So you see that's also another direct relationship between clean cooking and also the issues to do with climate change through the deforestation. Yeah. So one of the things that also need to, as CCK we are doing, is to really push for plans to be implemented by government policy, so that they can, and also even development partners and also implementing partners who have projects here in Kenya to really embrace clean cooking as a nature-based solution. Yeah.
And on the side of the government, because you've mentioned about policy, how is the policy environment like for clean cooking solutions?
I would say it has been fluctuating.
Okay.
It has not been on a stable pedestal because issues of VAT keeps coming up. Now, like for example, when you're talking about improved cooking solutions, the VAT is at 16%. When you're talking about import duties, is about 25%. And we have different technologies out there. So the enabling environment for sector players has not been that favorable. Because even if you're looking at not only on the context of our Kenyan importation, even when you're talking about East Africa community, we have different taxations within the ESC also. So it's not that favorable because sometimes when you're in one border point is not the same for these technologies. So if these were harmonized, and if we also try as CCK to really lobby for these reductions and even tax exemptions for these technologies, so that we don't have to increase the cost also so that they can be able to be affordable. Yeah.
How are you faring, especially when you look at the current finance bill 2023, the one that has caused a lot of uproar from all sectors of the economy? What can you say is happening right now? Do we have any improvement, or we are again fluctuating and going backward?
With the finance bill of 2023, and we've been privileged as CCK to be able to collect sector views and also be able to develop memos to Treasury, and also looking at how we can be able to conduct and economic impact analysis, so that we can be able to table these to government to be able to show them this is the current situation, and if we do these tax exemptions, these import duty reductions also, this is the opportunity cost that is there, and this is how we can be able to piggyback on other areas. So I would say currently with the finance bill, it's not favorable also, because it hasn't really looked at issues to do with VAT. It's still high at 16%. Import duties at 25%. It's still high, and we've seen instances.
So that comes to around 40%.
Yeah, that's around 16. That's around 41, thereabout, and you see that is a cost that is also added now to the final product. Or the final solution to the end user. So these technologies that we are still pushing, they'll still be able to, they'll still maintain to be expensive.
Yeah, very true. Because now it brings the challenge of benefits.